Today we're taking a look at the women's off-white Air Jordan 4. What's up guys, bjkicks here. Welcome back to my channel, Kicks on Kicks, where I review sneakers. Now today, taking a look at a special one. This is the women's off-white Air Jordan 4 in the Sail colorway. The only off-white Air Jordan 4, at least the only one that was ever released to the public. This is actually a shoe that's clearly not in my size. I actually grabbed this as a Christmas gift for my daughter, but before she ever gets to lay eyes on them, I'm going to show them to you. So we're going to take a look at the shoe. I'm going to show you the packaging and give you some legit checking pointers so that if you're trying to buy the real thing, you're not getting got out here on the secondary market. So without further ado, let's jump into it. But gotta give a huge shout out to the seller. Posh Kicks always takes care of me. So all their information is in the description down below. Now, let's do a quick overview of this shoe. And we're going to start from the bottom. Now, looking at this outsole, this basically is just a straight up Sail outsole on the toe and heel. So you got like this sort of rubber compound and this nice like aged yellowish color. You've got this translucent, again, like yellowish translucent rubber toward it that takes up most of the outsole. And then you've got these slight hits of like almost like an aqua blue on this Nike hit right here, as well as right here in the center of the toe portion. And then moving on up to the midsole, you see that sort of translucent rubber. It's almost like I don't know, like a linen brown, close to like peach tone. Another shoe that did this was that DJ Khaled Jordan 5, but you've got that continued up here. And then of course on your midsole, typical Air Jordan 4 two-tone midsole. So you got this little like linen color here, and then on the back, of course, you've got your off-white trademark with the quotation marks Air right there above your Air unit. Moving around, and that's really the whole tooling. Now let's move on to the upper, where the upper is really interesting. So this shoe is made of a nubuck mostly, but on your mudguard, you've got like this sort of ripstop material. This is like a super like thick, plasticky feeling material, and it's frayed on the edges, which is really cool. I love like the deconstructed vibes that Virgil Abloh used to always give us on these off-white designs. Looking at the medial side, again, this is like a nubuck upper. On under your translucent, almost like it would glow in the dark, but under your translucent caging here, you've got off-white care of Nike, Jordan 4, Portland, Oregon, USA, you know, all the stuff that off-white shoes typically say. But you got these translucent Air Jordan wings. Love those. Translucent caging on the tongue. And then on the lateral side, the outside of the shoe, same translucent caging, translucent wing. There is one thing missing. It looks like my hang tag broke off. And it didn't happen in transit, so it must have happened in the factory because it's not even in my box. But as you can see, the chain is still here for my hang tag. And of course, you got the off-white zip tie, which to my knowledge should be like the loop on this should be a lot smaller. And I guess I could just, you know, choke it up if I wanted to. But anyway, looking at your laces, you got this nice like sail colored laces moving up to your Air Jordan 4 flight logo. And that's also got like a little ripstop overlay. Very nice touch. Let's move on to the heel of the shoe, the back of the shoe. Again, same translucent Jordan 4 tag on the back. Got your Nike Air, which you can barely see from this angle, but I promise it's there. So that's really cool. And then there's one thing I really want to note, and that is, like I said, this sort of deconstructed vibe that you get from this shoe. If you look at this ankle area from the top down, you'll notice that there are holes where the shoe should be stitched together, but of course they're not stitched together. So you get these two layers. You've got like this really nice nubuck with the suede on the other side, but then you got that little ripstop material on the second layer, and then that moves you into the sock liner. So very, very nice. Under your tongue, you've got the upside down Air Jordan, of course. And on the inside, standard Nike Air on your sail colored insole. So very cool. Another thing I like about this shoe is it does come with shoe trees, but they also come with this little like cardboard stick to help your shoe keep the shape. It just gives it a more premium feel, even though it's clearly a mass-produced pair of sneakers. Of course, on your shoelace, it says shoelaces right there. And, you know, that's the shoe. Speaking of shoelaces, I'll show you the extras real quick. This does come with a pair of sail laces pre-laced in the shoe, but you've also got this sort of aquamarine color. You've got a black lace with white text, and you got this actually looks like this is like a more off-white lace with black text. So kind of cream colored. So that's really cool, and that's really all there is to note on the shoe. Let's take a look at the packaging because this one is something special. All right, so this is the box that your Off-White Jordan 4 comes in. You'll notice it looks like a standard Jordan 4 box, but you've got these like see-through circles here on the top, 2 on the top, couple on each side, nice little window so you can see what's going on with the shoe. But here on the front, box tag says Women's Air Jordan 4 Retro SP, sail, muslin white, black, and that's it. What's funny is this says Muslim white. Pretty sure it's supposed to say muslin, like the sail on a boat is what that material is called. But anyway, it says Muslim white, which is probably off and probably a great way to know these are not a legit pair. Now, when you open the box, you don't just get your standard Jordan white tissue paper. You actually get this off-white clear paper. It says Off-White year 2013. Interesting. And that's the whole thing. So this unboxing experience is just different. So I wanted to show it off. Now that we looked at the shoe, we looked at the packaging, let's talk legit checking. Like I said, this box tag, I'm pretty sure is a tell. Other things that you can look out for, the placement on this Air typically is a little bit off. I don't have a real pair of these to compare it to, so it's going to be difficult. Another thing that people like to point out is the tone on this translucent. It's a little bit too peachy on most factory variant or replica pairs or UAs, whatever you want to call them. One thing I will say is my midsole on this is a little bit bumpy. But other than that, I probably just have to take these to the black light test. So let's do it. All right, light these up under the black light and boom. You can see a lot of the guidelines in that window there. Let's point this at the shoe, yeah. So you see a lot of guidelines in that window where the caging goes. You also see guidelines around the Jordan 4 flight tag on the tongue. So yeah, lots of pen marks and guidelines. You see that really glowing up there. As far as the shoe itself, I don't see like a ton of glue stains, no factory stamp. It's really just those guidelines that are the real indicator on this shoe. But I mean, if you're buying this from a third-party seller at this point, you're probably doing it without caring whether or not it's fake. But just in case you are trying to buy this on the open market and you don't want to get got, those are the telltale signs to look out for. Unfortunately, this isn't my pair. This is my daughter's Christmas gift. So there won't be an on foot. I'm going to go throw these under the tree and be the best dad in the world. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Stay tuned for more. Peace.